Just say 1, 2, 3 and press record and then start. Oh, it's recording already. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Okay. Hi guys, I am Jihan,
And I'm Bianca.
and this
And
is.
this is the Pineapple Show. That was terrible, Jihan. No, I refuse.
That was fine.
That's terrible. All right, never mind. Moving on. This is episode 1 of our podcast done by Jihan and Bianca. Welcome.
Welcome to
So
our.
Jihan, why are we doing this podcast? What inspired us to start this?
I mean, it seemed to us like we had so much fun having conversations, and somehow it would lead to something interesting. It always like.
We always talk about something interesting.
Yeah.
And it's kind of relatable also, like what we talk about. Like we relate to each other. So, I mean, and this is something that we can do with each other even though we are like miles apart.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And more often than not, we tend to go off tangent. Like our topics are so random that we feel like we should share it with people. So
With
I mean,
whoever is listening, I guess. Whoever will listen in the future. Or even if nobody listens, even if like one person listens, whatever, as long as they have a laugh, I guess.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, yeah, the Pineapple Show. I guess like along the way, we'll eventually explain why it's called the Pineapple Show.
Yeah, we don't have to explain that now. It doesn't really matter.
Eventually. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay, Jihan. So how was your day?
My day was okay. It was quite boring actually because I woke up really sick and I was so annoyed at everything in the
Oh
world.
no, yeah, and the chicken thing, right? Okay, so I guess some backstory here. Jihan, tell me the backstory. Like, how did you find out that you can't eat chicken anymore?
Okay, so I have this sinus issue that I get like every morning ish. So I decided to go see a bunch of doctors before. I've seen what are they called? ENT specialists, ear,
Ah,
nose, throat
nose
specialists.
and throat. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just like decided to give me a bunch of anti-allergens, which is quite temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Then I decided to go see this Chinese traditional healer of some sort.
Like Ayurvedic, but not. Is it like Ayurvedic? Like, is it?
I actually did go for an Ayurvedic healer. It was an old Indian man, and I
Uh,
tried his medicine, but like it didn't really work for me as well. So then
okay.
I asked around, and one of my aunties told me about this old Chinese man who seems to have healed a lot of people who had nose problems in the past. So I went to him and I've gone for a bunch of sessions. Like there's this weird procedure where there's a there's like a pail like thing, and there's like a vase that he puts upside down, and there's a hole
Okay.
and a pipe.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised. Like I've been through quite a few strange Ayurvedic related procedures, so it's not surprising that there's a upside down pail with a hole. It's not surprising. I'll tell you. I'll keep it for another day. My story about my Ayurvedic experience. But anyway, so we went. So yeah, we went off track. So you went to the doctor, the normal doctor.
The normal doctor that didn't work. I went to an Ayurvedic doctor that didn't work. I went to this Chinese guy for a few sessions, and he's the one who said that I shouldn't take chicken.
Oh my god! But why? That's so random.
What's weird is when I was younger, I used to get like asthma attacks,
Okay.
and they said the same thing. They said like if you eat chicken, you're more prone to get asthma attacks. And sure enough, it was true. Every time I had chicken, I would feel like it's a bit hard for me to breathe, and like I get actual
That
asthma issues.
is strange. I guess it's like a trick, like something in chicken must be triggering your asthma or your sinusitis, like sinusoids.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't even bother Googling it. I just took his
Yeah,
word for it.
I'm trying to Google it here, but they're just saying like food can act as an asthma trigger, including wheezing and coughing. That is so strange. I wonder what it is in the chicken. Like, what? That's so strange.
This is weird, right?
It's so strange. Like, you'd never think to cut down chicken.
Yeah, and now this friend of mine was like, so I guess you're going to have to go pescatarian, and I'm like, no,
Or like full on vegan.
no, hell no.
Oh, God, no.
I don't think I can. I mean, like I've lived in Malaysia for too long, and I've eaten too much Indian food and Malaysian food for me to ever
But
go.
like maybe you bound to go to Canada because I know. I mean, in Canada at least there'll be a lot more vegan food, like good vegan food. Like here in Malaysia, it's quite difficult to get like full on vegan stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Like here, it's more expensive. Yeah, I guess it's more accessible.
And it's also like quite rare. I mean, you can only find it in certain grocery stores, I guess.
But I mean, like, think about it. Like, would you rather eat actual chicken or vegan chicken, which is basically soy?
I know, but I know. I mean, I haven't tasted. I'm gonna assume vegan chicken is gonna taste like tofu.
Yeah, it's soy, right?
Yeah, soy. I don't know. I mean, I can never give up chicken. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I could like stand up for all of my animal rights and just like not eat meat, but I can't do that. I'm just chicken is my bae.
Chicken is bae.
Chicken is bae. Chicken is life. Oh God.
It's so weird that you said this because when I was in high school, I used to go around telling people that I am a chicken god, and I used to say chicken in every conversation I had. I had to say the word chicken at least.
You're so weird, Jihan. What the heck? Who
Weird.
the freak does that? Jihan. It's like you and the goat. Like whenever you like, you have different, you have different periods of time where you have like a different, I don't know, obsession with something.
Like it sort of changes over time. Like now
Yeah.
it's goat.
What is it now?
It's goat and cows.
Yes, goat, definitely. There was pineapple at one point.
Yeah.
Chicken.
That
You're
was
very.
that was banana.
Oh my God, banana, yes. The first time I met you and you kept saying, I don't know, I don't remember which one you said, but I think it was banana. Like
Yeah.
you kept saying banana when I first met you, and I was like, what the fuck?
That must have been so weird.
It's so weird.
Dude, there was a point where it was toilet bowl.
What?
There was a point where it was toilet bowl.
No, are you serious? Toilet bowl.
Instead of saying hi, I would say, "Stop toilet bowl," and then
That is just the most random thing. Oh my goodness, wow. That is
what's weird
just the
is,
strangest thing, Jen.
you
Huh?
know Heyman, right? You know Heyman?
Yes.
Heyman's my youngest brother.
Him and your brother. Yes.
He sort of picked up the whole chicken thing, and all his friends in high school started calling him chicken.
Oh, okay. In a as in like a nickname.
Yeah, yeah, because he started doing the exact same thing that I used to do. Like I used to just randomly say chicken and get obsessed with chickens and draw chickens and write chicken everywhere. And I've had friends who call me chicken. Now his friends call him chicken.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So does he use the word chicken a lot?
Now it's a lot lesser because he doesn't speak to us as much because he's busy talking to his girlfriend all the time.
Because of his girlfriend.
He's less
Yeah, that
popular
happens. I guess that
right
happens to
now.
every teenager at one point.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
He just
Did you have any
disappears in your phone.
like weird habits like this?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Me and weird habits. No, 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 no. But I did used to go and tell all my friends that okay, this is super weird. I've never actually said this out loud to anybody, Jihan. But I used to go to my friends and be like, oh my God, you guys, you need to try this. And I would tell them to imagine an imaginary friend. Like I would tell them, you should do this. You should think up this imaginary friend and like give him a personality, a name, give him an instrument to play, and like tell all of your problems to him. And I don't know, I don't know that, but then people did listen to me, and then there was this girl who imagined this guy, guitarist, long black hair, very like tanned, and like she would tell me that it solved her problems. Like she would be telling all of her problems to him. And
Holy shit.
now I'm thinking about it like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? And I hope this imagined friend doesn't still exist. Like that, yeah, it's interesting. I hope like in 20 years time I don't get a wedding invitation for her wedding with a random person with like this imaginary friend.
What if, right? What if like she gets obsessed with this imaginary person, like she decides to get married to him?
Yeah, what the fuck? Imagine. And then at the wedding it'll be like, oh Bianca, you were my origin story. Like, oh fuck.
You'll be the bridesmaid.
No,
And
la,
all
that
the
won't happen.
others.
Nah, I'm just exaggerating. She has a lot more sense. Like I don't think anything like that would happen. I hope not. I mean, you never really know anybody from the outside. Like
Yeah,
you really don't.
exactly.
Honestly, they could be like the most sanest person, the most sane person, and inside they could be just a whack job, like me.
Like both of us, you know that's true.
Guys. Like we are actually living proof of being completely normal outside, and then inside we're just jack shit crazy. Just crazy, like it's just crazy. Like not in the I don't even know how to describe this craziness.
It's not even like a normal weird. It's a weird. It's weird for
Yeah,
weird
exactly.
people.
Oh God, yes, exactly. It's the weird part of the weird scale. Like in a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is like you're so weird, and 10 is like, oh fuck, she's so weird. We're there.
I guess that's a good thing. It's good that we decided to embrace this side of
We
weirdness,
did decide to embrace it. Yes, it's good. It's good.
and now we're gonna share it with the entire world.
Yeah, I mean, entire world is a bit. I doubt we'll even get a view. I highly doubt. But you know what? You actually have like, where are you gonna post this? By the way, I don't know. Should we be talking about this online, like on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
podcast?
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
sure.
we
Why?
can.
Why the heck not? Why the heck not?
Yeah, I mean,
So like, where are we gonna post it?
um, I guess we can put it on YouTube. I don't know whether we can do it on iTunes or
Because
Spotify.
Spotify, I'm not sure. Like, I don't really see any unprofessional podcasts on Spotify. They're all really very well done ones,
Oh, I
like
think you can do it on
studio,
SoundCloud.
Huh?
SoundCloud. SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I don't even know what SoundCloud is.
SoundCloud is what? What? You don't know what SoundCloud is?
Oh, what is? I thought that was just like something that people who use MySpace uses.
No, SoundCloud is basically a music app. I don't know whether it was released before Spotify. I think it is. It's basically Spotify but free.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I think I've just heard of it here and there. And I think you can get all of the free, audio to be used in YouTube videos. I think you can get it from SoundCloud, as I remember.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah. I feel like that's something I remember.
Actually,
Um, but yeah, I don't know, like anything. I mean, whatever. I was just thinking YouTube because it's easy, but I highly doubt anyone's gonna. I mean, we can promote it using our Twitter. Um,
I
yeah,
guess Facebook. I mean, who uses Facebook anymore? I don't know.
yeah. Maybe like your aunties and uncles might watch it, but that's
That's true.
not the audience we're looking for.
What is
Anyway,
the audience we're looking for? What is our target
anybody who's
demographic?
weird, like anybody who's weird who wants to like to know that there's these two other weird people out there. Somebody relatable. Like even if it's an old grandpa who is still like inside his shell, that he's like, oh, I'm still so fucking weird. I haven't told my wife, and now my wife is dead, and now I'm no one to tell anything to. Like, oh, these two random. people on the internet. They sound weird enough. Just whatever.
Yeah, and like we can also get people to share their stories with us, like if they have a weird side or if they have done something
Like,
weird.
okay, what was the weird thing that we were just talking about? Weird
Uh,
things that we used to do when we were kids. Like, you used to say random fucking words, and
yeah,
I used to tell people to imagine a friend.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I guess anyone who's listening, why don't you comment down below any of your weird stories or habits? And yeah.
Or I mean, I don't know whether you can reach us on our social media platforms. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is so professional. Jihan, holy shit. Yes, go check out Jihan at Jihan. Tell them your username, please.
okay, you can reach me on Twitter. My handle is Hello Mellow P, spelled JELLOMELLOWP.
Such a complicated one, seriously.
I don't know.
Jello, Mellow, V, Verb, Whoop,
The, the,
WP.
the J is silent. It's
A
Hello Mellow
silence,
P.
hello, Mellow. And his Instagram, check out his hot body. He's really a good-looking young man, and he's also like, you can see from his voice that he's a good, educated young man. So hit him up if you are looking for marriage.
Oh my God.
If you're looking for a good husband, there he is. Um,
Why? Why?
I'm just pimping you out. But tell them your Instagram handle.
The Instagram is my name, JIHANPRASAAD, Jihan Prasad. Hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah, DM him. But please, no nudes. Please, no nudes. It's
I mean, I mean, I
2016.
mean, no,
Nobody nudes anymore.
no, not if you're a dude, lah. I mean, like if you're a girl.
No nudes either way. It's 2018, almost 2019. Nobody sends nudes anymore. Everybody knows better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what? I heard that on Snapchat, like even the snaps that get deleted are somehow saved somewhere in some database. So like
Yeah,
every single nude that people have sent, it's just somewhere there in some big computer.
I feel like it has to be, right? I mean,
Uh,
the
Nothing can ever be deleted.
yeah, I mean, even the stuff that you delete on your phone or on your laptop, it's just like I think it just broke it into smaller pieces and
Yeah,
it's
it's
stored
just
somewhere.
there somehow. But
Oh
you
wait,
can never destroy it, right?
yeah. I mean, how do you destroy data? It's
Data.
data. It's still,
Can't
although
destroy
it's not tangible, it's still there.
what, yeah. So it should be there somewhere. Like if somebody does enough digging and reconverting and doing all that hacking shit, where they just type on the keyboard and then everything, the screen is like buzzing in green and black and yellow. Yeah. If they do all of that stuff and there's like epic music in the background, yeah, I bet they could find like a whole freaking like 1,000 terabytes worth of nudes, just nudes.
I think 1,000 terabytes is an understatement.
Are you serious? Oh yeah, I bet.
I mean, think about
Yeah,
it.
right. I
There's
mean,
7
there's so
billion people on the planet,
holy shit. Yeah,
and no
and
one
I
takes
think
one nude.
nobody sends us one nude. No, like it has to be from the front angle, from the side angle, from the other side angle. I mean, speaking from experience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You and I
yeah,
both.
but I mean, have you never sent a nude on Snapchat?
Maybe not on Snapchat, lah. Have I?
Like so you have.
I think I probably have some time back. I can't really
Yeah,
remember.
some time back. Like when I was in school, like when I had a boyfriend, and then like it was long distance, of course, and I was like a stupid kid, and we sent nudes. But then like whatever, nobody sends nudes anymore. I'm 21 years old. If you want to see my body, you come over. Take me for a good dinner. Give me good alcohol. Give me good food. Give me good conversation, and then yeah, you can have like the 3D version of my nudes.
Live rendering.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have like but you gotta treat me first.
If you want to hit Bianca up, you can reach her on her social media platforms.
Oh,
What's
my
your
social media platform. Yes. Reach me at Twitter. My Twitter handle is at beesbubs. That is BEEZ BUBEZ. It's very easy. Beesbubs. My Instagram is the same. My Pinterest is the same. My whatever that I have used on the internet, it is beesbubs. I can guarantee you that.
I think the first time when I wanted to follow you on Insta and you spelled it out for me, I was like, hey, bees boobs.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, and you were there, and you reacted to it. You were like, no, Jihan, and I was like, what did I say? I'm sorry. I thought,
These boobs, really? Oh god. I don't remember this, but that's terrible. I hope other people don't pronounce it that way. That's not what I meant. It's bubs.
that's
It's so
it's
cute.
spelled
Bubs.
bees boobs,
These bubs.
bees boobs.
It's so cute. Like, yeah. Oh, so like, okay, so wait. Going back, yeah, so that's where you can find us, both of us. Like, hey, if you wanna like DM or whatever, just like send us a message on those platforms. We're there. So going back to where we're gonna post this. Jian, so you have a YouTube account and I have a YouTube account. Should we post it on either one of us, or should we make like a different YouTube account just for this?
I think we can make a new one, right? And then we can like share on Google and stuff. Like, I mean, we can just
Like,
use the account.
yes, because if it's on either one of us, then it'll get messy.
Yeah, and then I guess people would have to reach us on our social media platforms for the show itself. I mean, it can be like the Pineapple Show, blah blah blah, or at the.
This is so extra. We're not even gonna get a view, right?
Hey, you don't know that people listen to our
Yeah,
weird
like I
crap.
have posted random shit on YouTube before, and like nobody, there's zero views, zero. I
I think
highly, but you know what? We have. I mean, we're gonna promote on Twitter and on other places. So yeah, maybe it'll be a bit different.
I mean you never know. I mean we can try to keep each podcast to a certain time limit, and then
Oh my god, yeah. How long is this? Because I can't see how long it's been recording for.
so far it's 22 minutes. How long do you want to go?
Oh my god, it's been 22 minutes. Are you serious? Wait,
Yeah.
Jihan, we have so much to talk about. Okay, reverse. Okay, stop. Like we went way off track. We were talking about chicken, and then we went like to all sorts of things in our social media handles and podcast. No, stop. We need to go back to how you were feeling the other day. Like, tell me about your dream and tell the internet about how you felt.
Oh, right. Okay. So,
Oh my god.
um,
Wait, there's a car in the background.
yeah, I can.
Wait, wait. Oh my god, why is it so loud? Just go. Hurry up. Quick. Okay. Alright, better.
Are you sitting on the balcony?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the balcony.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, but I can go inside in a bit.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The
Continue.
sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, just to clarify, I'm all the way in Penang and Bianca is all the way in Subang Jaya. So we are recording this on a Skype call through a Skype call.
Ah, yes. I was like, who are you talking to? And then I forgot that we were on a Skype call. Okay, yes. We are. How many miles apart are we? I mean, how many kilometers?
How far is Subang from Kuala Lumpur? I mean, sorry, Subang from Penang.
Um, yeah.
Uh, go to Google.
Dang, we are both Googling, huh? Kilometers.
297 kilometers.
297.
It's about 300 kilometers.
Wow, okay. That's quite a bit.
How long does it take to drive 300 kilometers?
I don't know. I mean, the bus took 5 hours, so I'm gonna assume 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, normally when we drive there, it takes about 3.5 or 4 hours, depending on who
I
drives.
guess it depends on like the traffic of that day, the weather, how many stops you take, the speed,
Mm.
all that jazz.
or who drives the car, you know.
Okay, Jihan, go ahead.
All right, okay. Before I go on, like we can just keep talking, and then like we can sort of like edit out and like make it the next episode.
Yeah, sure. We can try editing out stuff.
I mean that doesn't matter. We can just keep talking as long as we want to talk.
Just talk. I'm gonna set up the Google account while you do so.
Nice. This is amazing. This is
Yeah.
also spontaneous.
I know, right? Okay, all right. Go ahead,
I mean,
Jian.
I feel like we've just been lazy. Like we've been planning this podcast for almost a
I
month now.
know. We've just been putting it off like weirdos. I don't know why.
we keep texting each other. Hey, like you want to do it
Let's
today?
do
You wanna do it today? It went on for like 3 weeks or something, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. This is like you took the initiative and you were like, let's actually do this. So I'm happy.
It's good. It's good that we finally decided to sit down and talk, you know.
Okay.
All right. So while you set up the Google account, while Bianca is setting up our Google account for the show, I'm just gonna talk about.
Tell me, like, okay, this is the okay. So okay, new rule. Every podcast session we have every podcast we have a session called we have a therapy session. So this therapy session, I like one of us becomes, the couch, like the person sitting on the couch, and then one person speaks. So today you speak, Jihan, and I will listen.
Ah, nice. And then after this, you do.
Yes, the next podcast.
Oh, so it's alternating podcast.
Yeah, sure. I mean, whoever has anything to talk about.
Okay, sure.
You said you have something to talk about, so here we go.
Okay, so yesterday, I mean, I guess now it's already 12, so the day before yesterday,
Okay.
in the night, I was doing a lot of thinking, like I was reflecting on certain actions that I've done in the past and trying to come to peace with them and blah blah blah, trying to find answers, some soul searching, meditation.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to sleep, it was about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning because I was quite sick and my room seems to be a bit like dusty. And
So it wasn't just sinus.
yeah, so I wasn't really able to sleep well. So it was about 4 o'clock. And then I slept for about 5 hours. And in that 5 hours, I I pretty much had a dream where I was fully conscious and aware of what I was doing. Like I could move. Like, I was basically lucid dreaming. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So
Okay.
I could walk around. Like I could interact with the people around me,
And
and
you knew, like you knew, you were aware.
yeah. Like I was self-conscious of myself in the dream, and I knew that I was dreaming. I knew that there is a me that's asleep, and I am in this world that's in my head.
Okay. That's
And I've had dreams like this before, but this time it was very like clear. Like it was very solid. I could very certainly tell that I was in a dream, that anything I do, all the consequences are in this dream and contained in my head and in my head alone.
okay.
Which is like it can be creepy or it can be powerful, you know, like you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want. So normally when I'm in my own world or lost in my own thoughts, I like to imagine that I can fly, that I have wings on my back. So in this dream I could fly, you know, I was flying, and I found this
Did you
train.
have wings, or were you just flying?
I had wings and I was flying,
Okay.
but I was flying not like I had wings. I was just like levitating, you know, like if you had wings, like if you have wings, you have to constantly flap your wings and the whole thrust and
Oh, you were like an eagle, just like.
yeah, but instead of that, I was levitating. Like I can move in any direction I want to. It was
Oh,
space
okay.
and matter didn't really matter. So I was levitating, and then I found this train that was moving in a subway, and I held on to the side of the train. I didn't go in. Everybody was inside. It looked like a Hogwarts train,
Okay.
and I was I was on the outside of the train, holding at the outside of the train, looking into the window, and I saw my cousins inside, and we had a conversation, but I can't really remember what the conversation was about. Oh yeah, they were like, "What are you doing?" And then I was like, "Nothing, just holding on." And then they asked me whether I can fly, and I said, "Yeah, I can fly." So I let go of the train, and I just started flying along with the train. Like,
Okay, cool. So you were like, your cousins, your relatives, right, were inside the train.
yeah, they were inside the train.
So, like, could they see you through the window?
They could see me through the window. They could even hear me speak, and I could hear them
Oh,
speak. So we were having a
okay.
conversation, and now I was flying alongside the train as the train was moving. And
Okay.
there was no real destination. We were flying for a while, and suddenly everything went black. And I was talking to Professor Snape.
Oh my God. Okay.
It was so weird. But yeah, it was so weird. And then
What was he saying?
so Snape was doing something, like he did something. I can't really remember what he did. Like he was helping some people, but people were giving him hate. Like they were hating him for it. And when I went and spoke to him, I was like, "Hey, you know what? Like you don't deserve this much hate." Until now, I don't remember what he was doing, but I just spoke to him. I was like, "You don't deserve this much hate." I was like, "You're a nice person, and I can see the good in what you do."
Okay.
And then he was telling me a story about what he was doing, and he did it on this date, on this specific date in May, somewhere in May this year. And somehow I seem to agree with him. I was like, "Hey, I know this happened because I was there, and I didn't know you did it, but this thing that happened, this phenomenon, uh, was so important to me, was so significant to me that I decided that I wanted to get a tattoo of it in real life, not in the dream, but in real life."
Okay. What
So
was what was this incident?
exactly. Now I don't know what like once I woke up, I spent hours trying to figure out what that incident was that was so important that it was in May that I decided that I want to get a tattoo of it on my body. And I don't even know what the tattoo is. I don't know what the incident is. I just know in the dream it just seemed so real. Like it was almost like I was reaching a bridge between the
Uh,
dream and the conscious world.
okay. Whoa. All right.
So Snape was telling me something, an incident that I believed was so real in the real world, that was so significant to me, that it taught me so much and meant so much to me that I wanted to get a tattoo of it. And I don't just say things like that about tattoos. Like I really want to get things that are meaningful as tattoos. And until now, I can't seem to remember what it is, what the exact date is in May. I just know it is in May. So I
Something that happened in May.
Yeah, I tried recalling like the date because
Oh my.
normally I have this way of reminding myself like on this date is a special date, and I try to remember it like this. That's how I remembered my ex's birthdays and certain special events like anniversaries and blah blah blah. So I tried thinking of what I could have possibly done to remind myself of this date, but I couldn't remember it. I could just somehow could not remember it. And until now, I'm just like lost, like I can't figure it out. And then I woke up. I just woke up and spent the entire morning figuring out, trying to deconstruct that dream.
Whoa. That's so strange how your dream thought of this specific date with this specific incident.
So weird, right?
It's so weird. And then for your brain to forget that specific incident, it's like self-sabotage. It's like your brain doesn't want you to remember it.
I don't know. I just can't explain it. It's so hard to explain.
That's so creepy. The fact that your brain, like you dreamt about it, that means it happened. Like in your brain, these images happened for some reason, and then when you woke up, that reason was removed.
Yeah, it could have been like a file in my head, like stored as a memory of something that I
Yeah.
had witnessed. And my brain picked it up in my subconscious, in my dream, but consciously I can't remember it.
Yeah, what? It's so strange.
So messed up.
This is why I sometimes think like we are in some kind of matrix.
We definitely are.
At least our brains. I mean, I feel like our body is just like a toy, and our brains is the real villain here. I don't know.
I feel like our brains are just like a medium to connect some higher consciousness into our singular bodies, into separate bodies. So like we
Oh,
are all part of one consciousness, one absolute consciousness,
oh God.
and our brains are like the medium that's helping this consciousness,
To
uh,
move around and do things
yeah, in
via
like
our bodies.
smaller forms like human
Yeah.
form. And that's why like we feel like we're always connected to other beings because we are really the same being, you know, the same consciousness. Like we're all going through something, we're all people, we all feel, although we are different here and there, but at the end of the day we're all made out of the same things, we're all made out of the same stardust, I guess. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That does. Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. Even though people are like, oh, that those people can't understand what I'm going through. Odds are that that person knows exactly what you're going through, but for some reason, it's like the norm is to not talk about it.
Yeah.
That's another whole thing.
The odds are that the person is going through something and probably thinks the same thing, like, oh, there's no way
Exactly,
this
exactly. We're all just walking around looking for someone to talk to when the person right next to us is probably thinking the exact same thing.
That's how you and I like opened up to each other, right? Like that's how you and I
Yeah, I
became.
guess so. We just went fuck it and just said all of this random shit head to each other. And thankfully you didn't run away, and thankfully I didn't run away. Mm-hmm.
This is
Okay,
what you call
Jihan.
friendship.
So wait, okay, so you told me, okay, so this was okay, so you're on a mission to try and figure out what happened in May or what is going to happen in May. You know?
Mm.
Don't forget that possibility.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
I'm
That's
trying.
frightening.
I'm trying not to think too hard about it. I'm trying to like let it come, you know.
Yeah. Just let it go, let it be. Because suddenly out of nowhere, I mean, maybe you'll never find out, or maybe on your 99th birthday, on your 99th year when you're 99 years old, like on a random May, something extraordinary will happen, and then you'll be like, oh my God. So this is what my consciousness
This is what the dream that I had when I was 20 meant.
when I was 20 years old, all those years ago. I wonder how Bianca is. Oh, she's R.I.P. R.I.P.
Is she alive? Is she alive? Calls Bianca. Ring,
Oh,
ring.
ring, ring. Oh, hello. This is the funeral services.
Nah, there's no way we'll be dead by 90. I mean, like, I feel like we will be dead by like 60 or something, you know.
Hell yeah. Oh, God. I highly doubt I'll reach 90. Highly doubtful. Unless, of course, medicine finds a way to mass produce some kind of medicine that prevents aging.
But would you take that? Would you take that like that opportunity, like that chance to live forever as a consciousness? Hey, that could be our next episode topic.
Next episode. Okay, there we go. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Because I'm obviously gonna forget. Write it down.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
This has gone on for too long. We need to stop.
Okay, I guess so.
Podcast. Stop the podcast, and then we'll just continue on talking.
All right then.
Once
So
we finish editing and all of that stuff.
yeah, that's why. So thanks for listening, guys. This is the end of our
Yes,
first
thank you for
episode.
listening. Nobody. But yeah, I hope I know this is not really a big introduction into what we are, who we are. We're just randomly talking about shit. But it's a start. And we are very nice people, I promise. We're going to talk about a lot of random things. You can find Jihan on Twitter and on Instagram, on his YouTube channel as well, on his private YouTube channel where he does awesome card tricks. And yeah, it's super awesome. Give him a follow, give him a like.
Bianca a follow, give Bianca a lot of DMs. Like she loves DMs.
I love DMs. So yeah, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel where I where I post a rant or two here and there. So give me a like, give me a follow, and then yeah, we'll link. I mean, we'll put in all of the links down below, I guess, in some kind of description area.
Yeah, we will figure all the technicalities out, and
Yeah.
maybe by the time we make our next episode, there will be an actual Twitter account for our show, and maybe a YouTube account for our show as well.
Yeah. Good. Good. We'll see you guys when we see you guys.
So thanks for listening, and this is the Pineapple Show.
Pineapple store. Booyah! Woo! All of that stuff.
Bye, guys.
Bye.